I just want to talk about, just want to say something in summing up of an event that I have hugely enjoyed. I don't have a talk to give, and I think you've listened to me enough anyway, so that's no point in that. But I just want to say some of the things that really struck me over the last couple of days. And can I say to begin with, it was a delight yesterday when I was giving my talk to have lovely women on the same wavelength to laugh with. That is so. It's so important as well compared with being online, because you can't laugh with people online, but you can laugh with these women in this room, and it's a fantastic thing to be able to do. And the next thing I wanted to be able to say was how lovely it was on this occasion to have a number of young women doing fantastic work and talking to us about it. But it included Elizabeth Cheetah from WDI and who set up the detransitioners panel. That's fantastic work, absolutely, and it's going to have a huge effect, I think, in the future. It was wonderful to have Connie Shaw talking about what was happening in the universities and that there are now women, doing all this stuff in the universities. And what I said to her was, 10 years ago, I was laughing with huge numbers of students, 150 in my lectures, showing pictures of transvestite knickers that I got online. They were all frilly knickers with holes in for the penis and all of this, right? I know you wanted to hear that at the end, but the important thing is that I had all that up, I was putting it all up, and everybody was laughing. 150 students laughing in a room. And then in 10 years, that has changed into what Connie has been experiencing. But thank goodness it's only 10 years, because now it's turning around. And she was telling us about how it's turning around. So that gives me a great deal of satisfaction to know that that's happening, and to know that that's changing in that way. And of course, Anne talking about what's happening, what she's doing with other like-minded lesbians and gays in Ireland. I think it is very significant that we have so many young women here. It may not seem like a lot to you, but it seems like a lot to me, right? It's fantastic, and I think it's great for our future. So I really wanted to say that. But also, there's two other things significant about the conference, I think. One, of course, is the fact that everybody is being much more upbeat, because at least in Turf Island, we seem to be doing so much better, right? So you get more and more of a force, and I'm sure we're all feeling it, of a force to be reckoned with, feeling stronger, being a force to be reckoned with. And that is very satisfying, I think, to all of us. We are now significant in the room, and that wasn't the case a few years ago when we got started, right? So that is really, really important. But also, the talks that have been given this weekend, we're moving on. The talks are really profound, is what I'm feeling. There's extraordinary work done, very, very varied, very profound. I mean, it's a revolution happening, really, and you see the revolution. So that's very satisfying as well. So really, that's all I have to say, probably, I think, is that, I just really enjoyed it, and it was lovely to be here with all of you. But what I also want to say, of course, at the end, last but not least, is thank goodness that Jo and Amparo were here doing all this fantastic, organizing